And with pre...
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Also, Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And it's Adams on the follow.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Okogie. Afraid we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Good luck trying to keep Cat off the glass. Karl Anthony Towns loves mixing it up down low and getting after those second chances.
Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around.
I see him.
6 to shoot. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Beasley outside. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari. Russell, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Paul. Gallinari outside. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Count it. The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Stolen away. Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Russell against Paul. Kick out to Adams. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drive.
Ball against Russell. Picked away. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Lets it go from 11. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Confident and precise is exactly how Paul owns the mid-range area.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
And Adams with the slam.
Room service assist from Paul. Can't put the ball in a better spot. His vision, outstanding.
Outside, Towns. .125 left to play in the first. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
And, you know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now Russell, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Russell finds Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Paul with the ball, now guarded by Towns. And Adams with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Towns, the pass to Russell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to find his teammates when they're open.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That is his first foul of the game. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Schroeder. Schroeder hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Culver kicks to Lehman. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And it's in there.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. Steven Adams has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, you know.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, you know, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Nerlens Noel. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Ferguson in at the small forward. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to...
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Noel. Here's Culver. And he overshot that one, missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Diallo inside. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Here's Culver. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. The Thunder leading by 6. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. That one goes. Count it. Noel's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Boy, you can't forget about the big man Noel running the floor. Really quick in transition.
Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Culver passes to Noel. Knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. To the inside. Ferguson goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. 59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. To halt the run, and Towns with the lay-in good. Towns has got 8 points.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Gallinari outside. Back to Schroeder. Back to Gallinari. Just 5 to shoot. Schroeder outside. The Thunder with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Hernan Gomez down low. Gallinari on him. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so it's over. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, Dennis Schroeder playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. They've got Towns, Malik Beasley out there with Russell, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. And it's Towns missing.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for him. David, thank you for that one. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Thunder lead by 21. Minnesota shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And taken away by Paul. From about 16. And the rejection by Towns. Here's Okogie. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the middle. And that one's good. Towns.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line, throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
The Timberwolves have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more. But it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Pass to Culver. And it's Johnson penetrating. Reed. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Back to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Simply got to love the way Noel finishes his dunks. I mean, so strong around the cup.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Schroeder, right side. Right wing. There's the pass to Noel. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Johnson. Timberwolves trail by 16. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Here's Baisley. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Baisley's got his first points of the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
He should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Reed, and the rejection by Noel.
And Noel just staking his territory with his massive reach. That wingspan makes him an intimidating presence who covers a lot of ground quickly.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Stolen. Culver passes to Johnson. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. From 11 feet away, Culver's shot is off. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Nader's shot's good. Nader's got his first bucket of the night.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
It'll count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Gilgeous Alexander out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Paul kicks to Muscala. Clock at 4. No good on the 3. Timberwolves trail by 16. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That is his first foul of the game. Now Russell. From deep. Rebound by Muscala. Here's Ferguson. Passes to Muscala. Down low. It's intercepted. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Towns.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
And Paul gets it to go in.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Hernangomez passes to Towns. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Russell. Inside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That'll be his second foul of the game. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. It's Beasley on the wing. Gilgeous Alexander covering. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Ball against Hernangomez. And the shot goes in. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Beasley against Gilgeous Alexander. Right side Russell. The feed now to Towns. Russell kicks to Beasley. 4 on the clock. He's off on that one. And the Thunder going the other way now. Gallinari passes to Paul. Adams with it. Defended by Towns. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Beasley left side. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, I love how Towns plays with a chip on his shoulder. He brings it every night with force.
And Adams kicks to Paul. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 16. Offline with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Paul with the ball. Beasley covering. Paul is doubled. Adams the pass to Gilgeous Alexander. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Okogie, the pass to Towns. Shot from 12. That one off the back iron and out. The Thunder leading by 18. To the middle. Kicks it out to Paul. A 3 ball. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Thunder.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steven Adams.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Russell. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires for 3 with the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Paul passes to Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Free throw line jump shot. The shot's good from Paul. And the Thunder lead by 16.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
There's Russell with a 3. That shot is off. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy,
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Clouds passing high over the 10th F. And before we...
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. Now, here is Russell. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Conley. Fast break, here come the Jazz. Mitchell with it. Beasley covering. Mitchell passes to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Bogdanovich. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Just 4 to shoot. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Second shot opportunity. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high and the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Now, here is Russell, and he comes up with the deuce.
To me, you've got to stay attached to D'Angelo Russell, especially when he's in those in-between areas.
Conley against Russell. Mitchell right side. Back to Ingles. Outside Conley. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
Russell looking it over. He feeds it to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Beasley with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Conley against Russell. Towns wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Mitchell right side. Beasley with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell from long range. Stolen by Conley. Bogdanovich passes to Ingles. Conley against Russell. Mitchell wide open. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the Timberwolves with possession. It's stolen by Ingles. And now Utah, fast break. Bogdanovich finds Conley. Ingles with the ball. Now Gobert. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. And the basket by Ingles. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Well, at 6 foot 8 inches, Bojan Bogdanovich is very comfortable in close.
Okogie, the pass to Russell. 58 seconds left to play here in the first. Beasley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
at about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Lehman's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Russell. Now, here is O'Neal. Down low. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. O'Neal misses. And now the Timberwolves on the break. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lehman gets the bucket.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Clarkson. Here's Gobert. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage.
And then Culver with the dunk.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got James Johnson, Culver out there with Lehman, and it's Noel in at the 2 spot. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
They get a hand on it. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Moving it up. And no good. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Here's Clarkson. Changes up. O'Neal passes to Davis. Back to O'Neal. Moutier kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Moutier. Another shot. Gobert trying to get open. The pass to Clarkson. A miss that time would have put him up. And here are the Timberwolves. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Now, here's Culver. Tight defense on him. Over Davis. The shot by Johnson, no good. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 2. Here's Davis. Shooting foul as the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jazz have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Clarkson, that misses, had a chance to tie it there.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
They get it back. Utah trailing here. Trying to get something going, and that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, big-time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
Here's Noel. A beautiful reverse layup. Noel's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
There's the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Lehman, guarded by O'Neal. Here's Reed, knocked away. Stolen by O'Neal. Clarkson passes to Moutier. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:24 left in the first half. To the paint. Here's Culver. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Gobert. Bogdanovich comes in for Ed Davis. Mitchell, he's checked in for O'Neal. And Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier. Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. Good on the shot. Towns has got 6.
And this to me is important for Karl Anthony Towns. We know he has a terrific perimeter game, but I like to see him take charge on the interior first.
Here's Mitchell. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The drive by Mitchell. Good work there as it goes.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Clarkson passes to Ingles, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Jazz making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Timberwolves have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Russell. And that one is good. Russell's got his second basket.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Mitchell passes to Bradley. The wide open look here for Ingles. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even back. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The period wrapped up with the teams on. And that'll.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Okogie, the pass to Towns. He's looking for Russell and finds him. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Utah.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
Conley with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Gobert. Yes, that goes in. Gobert's got his second bucket tonight. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derek Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
Okogie, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Doris, Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
Mitchell dishes to O'Neal. Mitchell against Beasley, and it's Mitchell missing. The Timberwolves shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Shoots from the line. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Culver's got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota.
Well, you can see the mobility and agility of Jarrett Culver on the offensive end. Plays the whole floor, secures the second chance opportunity.
That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Conley. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. Johnson surveying the floor. Culver with it. O'Neal's there. Goes up the baseline. A nice shot by Culver. Culver's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, what the coaching staff loves is Jarrett Culver's versatile scoring ability. Mid-range, just one of his comfort zones.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Towns, high post. Gobert on him. And it's Towns missing.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Mitchell against Russell. Over in the corner. 3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
Impressive physical ability from Jarrett Culver. Explodes off the floor and gets to the cup.
Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Culver kicks to Towns. He's looking for Russell and finds him. Kicks it out to Beasley. It's good. Beasley's got 7.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. A 2-point game. Gobert with it. He's got 6. And the shot is good. And that's now 8 points for Conley.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Mitchell passes to Conley. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And the Jazz with some changes. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Towns down low, defended by Gobert. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
When he's determined to finish, Donovan Mitchell is so good powering through whatever the defense puts in his path.
Here's Lehman. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's a Kogi.
Well, you can see what a smart positional defender Joe Ingles is. Understands how to impede the problem.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Jazz out in front, leading by just 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Young fella.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Ingles finds Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert. And Lehman pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jazz leading by 4. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Gobert.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
Hernan Gomez passes to Okogie. Gobert with the block. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Let's remember that the 7-foot frame includes a 7'9" wingspan. Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, doing work.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Lehman. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Such a skilled defender. Joe Ingles great at positioning himself and using his length to poke balls away.
Russell against Mitchell. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 6 points in the bucket from Russell.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And it's good for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Reed. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Hernan Gomez. And oh boy, a lot of... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. To the inside. Out to Russell. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Beasley with the steal. Russell with it. Now defended by Gobert. Here's Okogie, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Bogdanovich finds Clarkson. Bogdanovich inside. Hernan Gomez on him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Clarkson, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Well, every year the feel of Jordan Clarkson gets better and better. Nice bailout there.
Clarkson against Russell. And the layup's good off the glass.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Oh, does he deliver? That is a determined young fella right there. Karl Anthony Towns.
Here's Mitchell. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Back to Hernan Gomez. And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
He gets it in there.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, huh, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
And he makes that one.
What area of the floor can't Donovan Mitchell score from? This guy, terrific job on the interior.
The 15-footer. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so it's Utah with the win. This was all right, David. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for DA.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for...
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, DA. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles, and it's Gobert in at the center position. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Yep, that one goes.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Conley against Paul. Goes up to the stripe. That shot misses. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Conley finds Gobert. Here's Bogdanovich, and he makes good on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Dort. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Paul looking over the floor. Over Bogdanovich. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Here's Bogdanovich. Count it. Good.
Can't lose sight of Bojan Bogdanovich. He's a threat to score in transition.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And the wide open shot from Paul.
Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Now here's Gobert. And here is Ingles. Mitchell in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Ingles dishes to Gobert, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And it's Schroeder missing.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Here's Gobert, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
The evolution of Gobert's offense, much more fluid now at that end.
Davis is checked in for the Jazz. Moutier comes in for Mitchell. Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Noel.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Reverses Moutier. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
That free throw good from Diallo. Jazz trail by 5. 1:15 left in the first quarter. And the pass to Clarkson. To the paint. Davis kicks to Clarkson. Here's O'Neal. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clock is at 3, and it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Good.
A more physical player at this stage of his career. Bojan is not bothered by the contact on that shot.
Here's Schroeder. Makes it off the glass. 52 seconds left in the first. Pass to Bogdanovich. Clarkson on the wing. The tray. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Thunder leading by 5. To the middle. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Moutier pass to Davis. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Davis. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Stolen by Clarkson. And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke.
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got O'Neal. Davis is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Emmanuel Moutier. And it's Clarkson in at the 2. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Paul against Conley. Down low. He had stolen by Ingles. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Passes it to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Adams. The Jazz again can't hit it. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
The Thunder leading by 9.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Conley, the pass to Ingles, and it goes down 2 points.
This is the thing about Ingles. He's got the size and the strength to play with physicality.
Paul dishes to Adams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Utah, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gobert. Mitchell finds Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Inside, Paul. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Ingles against Gallinari. Conley kicks to Mitchell. To the paint. Tipped away. It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. Wasted no time on that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
1:02 left in the second quarter. Pass to Dort. Paul outside. Oklahoma City moving it around. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Ingles with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari. Mitchell looking it over. And it's denied.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Paul. Again, Oklahoma City.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now the pass to Gobert. Out to Conley. Paul with the steal. The dish to Adams. To the wing right side. Gallinari outside. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
And so it's the Oklahoma City. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 11. And that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Jazz trail by 11. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Utah is shooting 41% for the game.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovic stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovic defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Nader's checked in. Adams' shot is good.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
On the wing, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off from three-point range. Gobert finds Conley. Up and in on the layup. Conley's got his first points in this one.
You got to do more than that to stop Mike Conley. Just sensational at nailing the shot, willing his way through contact.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. The shot by Nader, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz, trailing by 13. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Adams taking his time here. Over to the wing. Paul outside. 4 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And this is what the D gets. Not boxing out Adams is a great way to get dunked on.
Paul against Mitchell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Mitchell's got his second bucket. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Thunder lead by 17.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Oh, the lob to Gobert.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
The Thunder have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Paul against Conley. Paul outside. Puts it up from 15. Tips it up, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 10 points.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Conley surveying the D. On the wing, Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. 5 to shoot. Here's Gobert. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down.
Venom.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Thunder leading by 19. They've got Clarkson. Bogdanovich out there with Davis. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in at the point guard. That's the group right now for Utah. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play. And the thing that stood out for me last year about Moutier, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA. A career high from the field. He was solid also from three. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
Shot clock at 6. Schroeder passes to Baisley. Back to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving it around. Adams' shot is off. Jazz trail by 16. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Noel's checked in. A free throw good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. To the inside. Noel drops in the layup for 2. And the Thunder lead by 15.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Diallo the pass to Noel. Count that one. Noel's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Moutier. Shoots from 12. And it's Mitchell missing. The Thunder leading by 15. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. Here's Dort. Ingles covering. Paul against Bogdanovich. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 off target.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
Paul against Mitchell. Puts it up from 7. Gobert. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wide open look. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Dort passes to Gallinari. Here's Dort. Over in the corner, Paul. It's stolen by Gobert. Down low. Gallinari with the steal. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Thunder.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steven Adams.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Shoots it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
Rudy Gobert eats up so much ground. Hard to get an angle on him defensively.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And here now the Thunder. Nobody near Schroeder. Rebound, Utah. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Passes it to Morgan. And the first one at the line is good. Bradley's checked in for Gobert. Both shots good from the stripe. Schroeder with the ball.
Get up on Dennis.
Baseline try. He squares up and sinks it. And the Thunder lead by 17.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Pass to Diallo. To the wing on the left. He dishes it to Schroeder. From deep. Off the mark. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. the Twin Cities. It's time for the NBA.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Paul after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. Towns with the defensive effort.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Adams.
SGA on the inside, a nice finish and a strong one.
Towns with it. He's picked up by Paul. Towns, the pass to Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Towns. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns. And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Beasley outside. Poked away. Gallinari with the steal. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Ball against Beasley. Over Beasley. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed's checked in, and Jake Layman subbed in for Juan Hernan Gomez. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Diallo, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Here's Reed. He's covered by Noel. Reed gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
It's Schroeder with the drive. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
Puts it up from 12, and he jams it with authority.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
The pass to Ferguson. Noel down low. And slam dunk by Noel.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Now here's Beasley. To the inside. And stolen by Noel. Diallo the pass to Muscala. Back to Diallo. Feeds it to Noel. He shoots again, and he lays it up and in. Noel's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Beasley, the pass to Lehman. Back to Beasley. Rebound by Muscala.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the...
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to...
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Minnesota, they've got James Johnson, Culver out there with Lehman, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Gallinari off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 3-on-3. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. Bucket is good. Towns has got 6.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Schroeder against Russell. And it's Schroeder missing. Timberwolves trail by 6. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Right side Towns. And Adams sends it back.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Schroeder outside. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Gallinari against Hernan Gomez. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Russell. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. Russell with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Schroeder with the drive. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Trying to get more confident shooting from the interior. Schroeder wants to keep adding some elements to the offensive end of his game.
Basket counts. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Schroeder against Russell. Schroeder kicks to Adams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And Gilgeous-Alexander showing just how difficult he can be to guard at times.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Here's Okogie. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Hernan Gomez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steven Adams picks one up. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
So both teams making some changes here. Good on both. 1:12 left in the first half. Paul left side. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Paul's got 6.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
It's Beasley on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Timberwolves have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. The first one falls.
Beasley has been explosive in some of the roles he's played, and with more responsibility, he's able to score a lot of points in bunches.
Layman, he's checked in for Juan Hernan Gomez. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Ferguson's checked in.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Beasley, the pass to Layman. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Paul looking over the floor. And they double up Paul. And Adams with the slam.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Johnson, the pass to Reed, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for him.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Paul, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Such a tremendous floor leader. CP3 has been mentioned by many. And that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Taking a look at the Thunder, they've got Steven Adams, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. Then it's Noel, and it's Nader in at the 3. Adams finds Paul. Over Russell. Adams. Great positioning on the putback.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Okogie, the pass to Beasley. The dish to Towns. Snatched away. Adams with it. Now guarded by Towns. Inside. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Zero hesitation from Shea on that play.
Russell with a wide open look. Great touch on the 16-footer. Russell's got 6.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
And Paul gets it to go in.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths. and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside, Russell. Beasley kicks to Russell. Clock at 6. To the middle. And the dunk by Towns.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
And here is Paul. 10 points for him. Dishes it to Noel. Here's Adams. Second chance shot. They shoot again. And contact up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Towns wide open. Not going to go that time. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. And that one drops. Noel's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Paul. Rebound, Minnesota. .103 left in the third.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Beasley's checked in. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Reed the pass to Russell. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Schroeder. Count the basket. Schroeder's got 10 points in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside, Russell takes the 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder. The Thunder leading by 12. And the Thunder pushing it up now. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Russell high post. He has 6. Reed misses.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Beasley up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. Basket good. Beasley's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Timberwolves.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Ferguson, an easy 2 points on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 14.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Reed the pass to Russell. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, that's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Schroeder finds Muscala. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Schroeder passes to Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Muscala's got the lead up to 14 now for Oklahoma City. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Schroeder. Reed the pass to Russell. He scores his fifth field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Schroeder against Russell. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And Beasley at 6'4", able to rise up and throw it down.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Russell with the bucket.
Well, this becomes the D-Lo zone right now, and he's got the kind of range to step back even further.
Russell against Schroeder. Kicks to Muscala. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 11. To the paint. Here's Okogie. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Schroeder passes to Gallinari. The three-pointer off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Ferguson kicks to Gallinari. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Russell left side. Pass to Okogie. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. Beasley. Towns trying to get open.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong defensive play that time.
Towns with the steal. 58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Adams, some nice D. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 14 points. Ball outside. 6 to shoot. Charity stripe shot. They grab their own miss. Out to the right wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. He feeds it to Adams. Poked loose and stolen by Russell.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Paul against Russell. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Paul left side. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. So we see the Thunder get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Mitchell finds Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now, here's Ingles. From 13. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
It's Beasley on the wing. Inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Good on the second free throw.
Josh Okogie was born in Nigeria but moved to the U.S. with his family at 3 years of age, and he attended high school and college in Georgia. However, he does play for the Nigerian national team.
Now, here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
And Towns throws it down.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 6.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Fires the 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. For Utah, they've gone 4-4 to start. Oh!
Mercy, mercy me.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Okogie misses. Jazz have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
It's good on the putback.
Hey, I tell you what, I've got a 39-inch shirt sleeve. Karl Anthony Towns has to be north of 40, and with that reach, you can see why he snatches up those rebounds.
And the shot goes in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Towns. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. The pass to Ingles. Over Hernangomez. Ingles can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Okogie misses. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell.
What a jam! Are you kidding me?
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Timberwolves also changing it up. James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. Outside Conley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Conley. And stolen by Russell. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Over Mitchell. Here's Layman. No good on that one. And Utah the other way now. Passes it to Mitchell. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And there's the feed to Gobert. Culver with the steal. Now, here is Russell. 2 points. That one goes.
He can knock it down from range, convert at the rack, and there you see the pull-up by D'Angelo. Multifaceted as a scorer.
Oh, the lob to Gobert.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got Emmanuel Mudiay. Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. The Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Jazz leading by 11. Now, Mudiay, pass to Clarkson. Feeds it to Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
O'Neal comes with the double team. Pass to Culver. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Jazz. And there's the pass to Gobert. And the layup is good. Gobert's got 6.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Gobert. Timberwolves also changing it up. Juan Hernan Gomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Jake Layman. And it's Malik Beasley in for Culver. Here's Ingles. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Okogie is such a tough matchup inside, in part because he's got long arms to go with tremendous athleticism.
A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mike Conley in for Moutier. Here's Conley, and he banks in the layup. Conley's got his second bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
A drive by Russell. Rebound, Utah. Here's Mitchell. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Mitchell's got 16 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And yes, it's good.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Conley against Russell. It's good. 6 points for him.
Excelling in the pick and roll back at The Ohio State University. Russell bringing that skill along with him to the NBA. That skill travels well.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Utah.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Minnesota has possession. Hernan Gomez passes to Russell. The shot, no good. And Utah the other way now. That one drops for him.
Taking the hit and still getting it to go down. Russell showing you some nice toughness there.
Conley finds Davis. And it's Conley penetrating. On the wing, Mitchell. Over Beasley. That one wide left. Timberwolves trail by 12. Down low, stolen by Mitchell. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Russell. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Oh, what a finish! Good. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the road.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 20 points during the break. Thanks for joining us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Beasley is out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot.
Attacking on the drive, and that's going to give Russell some free throws this time.
Greg, so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to catch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Minnesota with the rebound. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pass to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Beasley in the corner. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
The finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Conley against Russell. Pass to Ingles. And the rejection by Towns.
A tremendous shot blocker in college, Kevin. Towns has packed that part of his game and brought it with him to the next level.
Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Russell inside, covered by Conley. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Jazz leading by 7. And here is Conley. And that one drops for him. Conley's got 6.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
Mitchell against Russell. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And that one is good by Beasley.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Russell gets it to go.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Utah leading. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And good that time. 8 points for him.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Oh, I love how Towns plays with a chip on his shoulder. He brings it every night with force.
It's good. Conley's got 6 in the quarter. Timberwolves trail by 7. Russell left side. Over Mitchell. Towns controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And you see Towns with the big, sure hands controlling that putback.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Russell. Gobert, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Russell against Mitchell. Russell dishes to Towns. Over Gobert. And it's off the back rim. No good. Jazz leading by 7. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Boy, deceptive athleticism that Russell has for a point guard. This young man is sneaky in his ability to get up.
Mitchell passes to Conley. Nice D from Russell.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Jazz lead by... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Utah leading by 5. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Moutier in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah. Gobert banked in off the glass.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's Noel. Out to the wing. To the inside. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his first basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Timberwolves trail by 5. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Reed, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Moutier. The shot's good.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Johnson, the pass to Reed. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Utah Jazz.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. Beasley's checked in. Gobert finds Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Now the pass to Clarkson. Now here is O'Neal. 4 on the shot clock. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Conley. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
That one good for 2.
Big-time composure for such a young player, but that's who Culver is. Calm and collected, even in the clutch.
Right side, Conley. Back to O'Neal. Passes to Bogdanovich. Out to the right wing. O'Neal inside. It's good on the putback.
Always good to see Bogdanovich use his height to his advantage because he's got the size needed to grab those offensive rebounds.
It's stolen by Gobert. In transition, here come the Jazz. Finished off the break. And now an 8-point Utah lead.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pass to Layman, stolen by Conley. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Rips down the breakaway slam.
fellow Buckeye Mike Conley, one of the outstanding point guards in the league. His defensive prowess, superb. He's not afraid to go after steals, and he usually gets his share.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. Bogdanovich finds Gobert. Pass to Clarkson. The Jazz working the ball around now. A second chance effort. Now here is O'Neal. Defense right on him. Tries yet again. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. And Russell gets it to go.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Boy, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks, double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just five-star in every way.
Here's Russell. That one a little long.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Jazz.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Donovan Mitchell.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And Towns gets it to go.
Man, that's an area that you like to see in Towns, aggressiveness, making a concerted effort to stay in attack mode.
Conley against Russell. Mitchell looking it over. Again, Mitchell missing. And so it's Utah with the win. Even early. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony. Hello, basketball fans. You've got... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles in at the 3. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And the shot goes down.
There is a relentlessness to what Chris Paul does. This guy works at his own pace, wears you out, searching for his shot.
Now here's Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Out to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, you give Donovan the mid-range jumper, he will make you pay.
Ball against Conley. Paul outside. Over Conley. Up again, and it's Adams on the follow.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. He kicks it to Ingles. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Tries again, and the layup is good.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovich is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
Paul against Conley. And it's Paul penetrating. Adams' shot is off. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bogdanovich with it. Now defended by Adams. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Mitchell. From downtown, the rebound by Steven Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way. Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
Now here's Noel. Over O'Neal. Offensive rebound. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, the defense, no time to react on the Rudy Gobert throwdown.
Gobert with the block. Clarkson on the wing. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Count that one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Schroeder. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is Schroeder at his best, putting that blinding speed to great advantage.
Mitchell with it. Diallo's there. That one goes in. Mitchell's got 6.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. Back to Schroeder. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Here's Noel. The rebound by the Jazz. Here's Clarkson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
Here's Noel. And he lays it straight in.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Utah. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team are already tough.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward position. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Pass to Gallinari. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. And oh, here we go. Conley, nobody back.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Nader's checked in. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Right side, Davis. Paul against Conley. Here's Moutier, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, when Moutier plays with passion, this guy capable of converting through contact.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Noel's checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Thunder shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Conley. Mitchell outside. He feeds it to Gobert.
Well, you have to look the intensity with which Steven Adams plays, always giving his best to throw shooters off.
Oklahoma City trailing. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Gobert with the block, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Paul with the buckets. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell left side. The feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Paul passes to Noel. Nader kicks to Paul. Feeds to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Here's Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Ball against Conley. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. 14 feet away, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So both teams changing it up here. For Utah, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Bogdanovich. O'Neal high post. Pass to Clarkson. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Bogdanovich inside. Noel on him. And it's Bogdanovich. Again missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Here's Mitchell, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Some good moments from...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So on the floor for Utah. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Gobert down low. He's covered by Noel. Yep, it counts.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Schroeder against Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. And the Jazz making a change here. Moutier is checked in. Here's Schroeder. He gets that one. Schroeder's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Bogdanovich finds Conley. No good on the 3.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? No one near Moutier as he lets it go. No good from outside.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Kicks it to Noel. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
I absolutely love to see Noel working on different aspects of his game. Loves fooling the defense with that up fake.
And the first one drops. Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Noel. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Moutier with the ball. Diallo's there. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
That one falls. Schroeder's got 10 points.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Jazz trail by 6. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. To the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alinari comes in for Nerlens Noel. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Moutier. Conley against Schroeder. Here's Ferguson. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Goes back up. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Conley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Conley's got his second basket of the game.
Wow, how about the concentration from Mike Conley? Wow, that is big time.
Here's Adams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Adams has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Thunder.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
And that one's good. Schroeder. He's got 12. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. The pass to Ingles. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams, size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here is Ingles. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shoots from the baseline. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside, Diallo. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 10-point Thunder lead. "16 seconds left in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Hangs in the air. It's hauled in by Diallo. Now here's Schroeder. And so it's Oklahoma City going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The Thunder leading by 10. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's George in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
It's stolen by Schroeder. It's stolen by Gobert. Passes it to Oni. Nice ball movement by Utah.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
That one off the back iron and out.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Can't hit from in close. The Thunder shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Ferguson, the pass to Gallinari. Fires top of the key. That's good on the jump shot. Gallinari's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
In between game for Danilo Gallinari. Okay.
Moutier against Schroeder. Here's Oni. Dishes it to O'Neal. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. For the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Ferguson. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And a switcher also for Utah. Davis is checked in. Paul can't get it to go. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. A 12-point game. Here's O'Neal. Paul with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Adams. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 14.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Paul, right side, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now O'Neal. Pass to Davis. To the inside. Here's Morgan. Goes back up. Back to Davis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. The Thunder leading by 14. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Here's Paul. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Adams on the follow. Jazz trail by 16. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And taken away by Paul. Right wing. Down low. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Thunder.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Steven Adams.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
And the wide open shot from Paul. Here's Adams. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Thunder lead by 18. 59 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Morgan. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. 52 seconds left in the fourth. Schroeder kicks to Nader. Pass to Baisley. Here's Burton. Clock at 6. And it's good. 2 points.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Over in the corner, Conley. Back to Bogdanovich. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
Get up on Dennis.
Schroeder passes to Muscala. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting